Hey everyone, it's so wonderful to be back with you live from the Talkwad Studios here in Tampa Bay, Florida. We have an incredible show for you tonight. The holidays are just around the corner and we're going to show you some easy and creative ideas that you can do right away. Also, in our healthy food segment, we'll show you how to prepare a delicious pineapple smoothie. And in our inspirational segment, we're happy to spend time with Katie Peller. She's an Aveda master student who will share with us her story from prison to graduation. All coming up, so don't move.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, welcome again, and here we are with Katie Peller. Hey Katie, how are you?
Good, thank you.
We're so glad to have you here on the Katica Living Vibrantly show. We can't wait to hear all about your story and how inspirational she's been, not only to me, but to so many others, and now with our viewers as well. But before we get to Katie, we'd like to talk to you a little bit about what a wonderful time of year it is. We have the holidays right around the corner, and sometimes things get hectic. We've got school, we've got graduation, right?
Yeah.
Things can get crazy, right?
Yeah, they can. They can.
Just a little bit.
Just a tad bit. Yeah.
And then we have work, and then we have so many other little things that kind of creep up.
Yeah.
Well, in this next segment, we're going to show you how you can enjoy the holidays a little bit more by creating these awesome centerpieces. They're easy and they're fun. It's so creative, so festive, and you're going to enjoy it. So watch the clip. Oh, I just love Christmas. It's such a wonderful time of year where we get to celebrate life, each other, family, and friends. But it's so important to keep it simple, guys. And here on the Katica Living Vibrantly show, we want you to live vibrantly every day of the year, especially around Christmas. So today we're going to show you how to make something absolutely fabulous, a fabulous centerpiece that you can use during the holidays that is very easy to create using cranberries, water, and a few candles. Okay, to create the centerpiece, I like to use a hurricane vase. I like one that's tall and wide so that the colors really play off on each other. It creates a beautiful holiday festive look. So go ahead and add your cranberries. I add about a cup of cranberries into your hurricane vase, just like that. You can even add a little more, just to create that nice base for the candle. So maybe a little over a cup, 2 cups, depending the size of your hurricane vase. Now just add your ribbon, and I like to put it on the base of the hurricane vase. That way it really showcases the beautiful red in the cranberries and the white in the candle. I chose a whimsical type of ribbon I like it because it's fun and festive, and the kids love it too. So it's just perfect. So I'll go ahead and add the candle, nice white candle, and just secure it within the cranberries. And voila, you have a beautiful centerpiece ready for any of your holiday festivities. Now on the show Katica Living Vibrantly, we want to keep things simple and easy. So here's another centerpiece style that you can use this holiday season, using the same candle, cranberries, and ribbon, just a totally different look. Now, instead of adding the cranberries first, we'll go ahead and add the candle to our hurricane vase. Now you make sure it's nice and secure into the bottom of the base, just like that. And then just start having fun and add the cranberries to the side, just like that. Add as much as you want, depending on your decor. If you want the candle to be more visible or less visible, you decide. You decide what makes your centerpiece perfect. Now we just add the ribbon to the base of the vase, and you have a beautiful centerpiece, slightly different from our first one, but just as festive. We have a third idea to share with you for your holiday centerpiece. Go ahead and add the cranberries to your hurricane vase, add a little bit of water, and then add your beautiful poinsettia right there in the center of the hurricane vase. You add your ribbon, and voila, you have 3 different types of centerpieces you can use, 2 that involve candles and 1 flowers. You can use poinsettias, roses. Let your creativity just take over. Enjoy. So here we have the centerpieces that we showed you on the video clip. So what do you think, Katie?
I like them.
You like
Are these real, or did
Yes,
you?
the cranberries are real. So
Okay.
I like to keep it real.
Obviously.
Always on the Katica
Yes.
Living Vibrantly, we want whole foods, organic, and real stuff.
Right.
So what?
Cool.
But it's colorful, right? And
So it kind of brings out that real aroma,
Oh,
you know, that people aren't used to.
That's
used to all
true.
that synthetic, you know, that's
I
not
love
good
it.
for you to
No, it's not.
ingest anyways.
So I love that you notice those little subtle things, and
Yeah.
you can really appreciate how simple it is to
Definitely.
make, and how it adds beautiful life and
Yeah.
dimension to the room.
I love
so
the holidays.
it's so fun,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
So if it's more important during the holidays to keep healthy. So tell me, I know you're going through a lot with
Yeah.
school and everything, and I want you to be healthy. Tell me a little bit about that. How do you keep healthy?
Definitely got to manage my time.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that if I don't have a lunch, sometimes I might not get a lunch. You know, sometimes
Right, because you're so
you know, I'm
hectic.
so busy, or not just with school. It's even at home. You know, I could be so busy, but you know, just snacking through the day, like have a pretty light breakfast, because me personally, I don't like breakfast.
Oh boy, so you're in the right
Yeah.
place, because we're going to teach you how important breakfast is.
Yes,
but not
I
today.
know-
We're going to
we've
do another
always
show.
heard
on
it.
that.
Yeah. We've always heard it was important, you know, and I know that I was raised on that, you
Right,
know, and
right.
my mother would get on to me about that, so I would just simply, you know, have at least like a yogurt or like half a bagel, you know,
Right,
just
right.
to please her. But then when I got older, it kind of became a habit. So
Well, today I'm going to show you a little bit what you can do easily tomorrow, Katie. And Katie can call me tomorrow and say, Kathy, this was easy to make. Now, tonight she's actually going to try the smoothie. This is a
Okay.
pineapple smoothie that I think would be very good for you and our viewers, especially with our hectic lives. You know, we have school, we have families, we have work, and plus adding the additional factor of being Christmas and New Year's and all that other stuff that goes with it. So this is a wonderful smoothie that you can do. Again, it's super simple, easy to do. Most importantly, though, it's got all the vitamins that you need to keep going on a daily basis, all the enzymes that keep you healthy and healing well. So you definitely want to keep that in mind. You want to stop at any fast food restaurants, and you want to just Go home.
No 5-hour energies.
No 5-hour energies, that's right. You go whole foods. And so in our next clip, we're going to show you how important it is to keep healthy and how easy it is to keep healthy. A lot of people have this misconception that it's all difficult and hard, and it's not. It's just a matter of sitting down, kind of organizing your time, organizing your schedule, and making that mindful commitment to yourself. That is the best gift you can give yourself this Christmas. So let's watch the clip. I'm excited to show you how quick and easy it is to make this delicious pineapple smoothie. It's perfect around the holidays. We're rushing around, we need to get things done, but we're not terribly hungry to have a full meal yet. This is a wonderful smoothie to have in between those meals that will give you the energy you need. The wonderful enzymes will give you the nutrients that your body wants, and it's absolutely delicious. Now, the pineapple is actually called the miracle healing fruit, and a lot of its healing properties is actually in the stem of the pineapple, which is rich in bromelain, and it's protein enzymes that help heal the body. So that's what we're after. So before we core the pineapple, we're going to go ahead and remove the pineapple leaves so that we can get to that core, to that stem, and use that stem in our smoothie. Now just continue taking off all the pineapple leaves, and you can actually start seeing the pineapple stem. And that's exactly what we're after. The magical part of the pineapple is within the pineapple stem. It's here where you can find it rich in bromelain, which is a group of sulfur-containing protein digesting enzymes that not only help you in digestion, but also reduces inflammation and swelling. What's interesting to note is the bromelain is not found within the fruit, only right here in the pineapple stem. They've also done additional clinical studies where they've concluded that this part of the pineapple actually helps in speeding up recoveries within certain injuries and surgeries. So this is an important part of the smoothie and in this process today. Now we're ready to make our delicious pineapple smoothie. We want to include that magical part of the pineapple, which is your pineapple stem. And remember, that's where that bromelain enzyme is found. And of course, as you know, we want enzymes in our body because they help us reduce inflammation and dissolve poisons that we don't want in our bodies. Now go ahead and use 5 slices of your pineapple. So we'll just use about, 5 is good. And then of course 4 ounces of water. Just put everything in the blender. And now we mix. And now we're ready to serve this delicious pineapple smoothie. You see how easy it was to make, quick and stress-free, very mindful. You're doing something very mindful for your body, for you, for your family, for your children, and something you can have and not let any of the stress get to you. So cheers, Merry Christmas, and enjoy. Okay, so we have some pineapple smoothie here to enjoy. Katie, what do you think? Let's take a sip.
Let's do it.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It's naturally sweet too.
Oh my gosh.
You know?
There's no added sugars. This is 100% pineapple. But again, the secret of the pineapple is in that stem. That's the stem that has the enzymes that we need for to avoid diseases, to keep our bodies in that alkaline state. Mm-hmm. So important to have this, and it's so yummy. Do you like it?
I do.
All right,
yeah.
Awesome. Now, I have to take another taste because it's so good. And as you can tell, our festive table here has lots of good fruit. Mm-hmm. We've got walnuts. We've got our centerpieces. We're ready to celebrate. Now, another thing I want for all of you to keep in mind is sometimes that foam surfaces to the top. You want to go ahead and mix that or add more ice. Ice is good too. This drink, as cold as you can get it, is just so yummy. But don't get rid of that foam because that's where all of those enzymes are. So make sure you do drink that foam because that is delicious and it's good for you. So before we go over to our inspirational segment with Katie, I do want to say a very special thank you to all the Aveda students, the educators, the support staff at the Clearwater facility, especially their director, Bart Bonbrest. I really am so grateful for all your help and support in helping us getting footage together to bring the segment to get together for Katie Peller. And also we did a segment on another Aveda student. You may remember her, Jennifer Froning, back in October. She actually was part of our launching show on October 1st. So I am very grateful for the staff, for the director, for all of their help and blessings as we got all this information together so that we can bring that information to you. So here's that clip. Wow, that was totally awesome. Don't you agree?
Cool. Yeah.
Chris, my producer, did an awesome job on that video. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you,
Thank you. Of course, take a bow. You deserve it. That was awesome. And I had a whole bunch of fun out there filming. Yeah. Again, thank you to all the people at Aveda for that support. And here we are with Katie. And as I was preparing for this segment, Katie, I was thinking, it was probably a couple months ago, more than a couple months ago, when I met with you for the first time. It was actually kind of coincidence, really.
Yeah, it was.
Like an incident, because I was coming in to bring my neighbor.
Right.
And then they were so nice enough to give me a complimentary shampoo and style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I said, okay, fine, I'll do it. But I didn't know anybody else besides Jennifer there at that time. Mm-hmm. And so I got beautiful Katie here, and that's how we met. Now, you're a master's student at the Clearwater School, right?
Yep.
And I think it was at the second appointment is when Katie actually opened up and shared with me her amazing story. Mm-hmm. And I remember that day as if it was yesterday, because I remember walking out. I even remember when I was paying, I had a hard time paying because I was so engrossed in her story, in her experience. I was feeling what she felt. And you know what? It doesn't compare. I mean, I sat in my car afterwards and I started thinking about it. Could I really have survived and thrived as she has been thriving lately? And I can't tell you that I would have the courage and the strength that this amazing woman has. So as we started progressing with the show, Katica Living Vibrantly, I thought more of Katie. And the more I thought of Katie, the more I thought, wow, she is a prime example to me, to all of you, on how we can decide, make a choice to either continue our life how it is or to thrive and live vibrantly. So I am so honored that she's here tonight with us to share with us her story.
Oh, thank you.
So thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
So why don't you take us to the beginning?
All right. So I was 18 years old, and it was in 2007. I just graduated high school. I believe it was out of 2,000 applicants. I was one of the 20 to get accepted into a private university.
Wow.
It had the largest emergency room in the U.S., so that was like something I wanted, to be on my resume. And I got accepted into the nuclear medicine program at Florida Hospital College of Health Sciences. And I was doing good, and at the time I was dating somebody and got into a crowd where there was some, it's just a bunch of punk rockers, I guess. I don't know. Right. Anyway, so it was just, I loved the music at the time, all sorts of different music, and so I was more of the artsy kid in school, Well, so we went out, and I just got with a bunch of juvenile kind of people, you know. Right. It's true when your mom has ever told you, if you are around the wrong people, you'll get caught up. And I never believed that. Instead, I wanted to believe my juvenile delinquent friends who's been through stuff. And anyways, I ended up causing a car accident. Wow. And I wasn't high or drunk. And it caused somebody's death. So I was...
And this somebody was a policeman.
Yeah, on top of it all, because,
Wow, that's... I can't even imagine.
Yeah, it was really bad to have not just like his family, but his coworkers, and just kind of like the people of justice look at you as like you're a bad guy. Right. That was kind of hard. Especially when you're looking at prison time and you have nothing but kind of police figures, those guards that are going to be over you for years, So it was a little scary. I didn't know how I was going to be treated or whatnot. And during the 2 years of fighting my case, I didn't get sentenced till 2009. Wow. I ended up getting pregnant. And so I ended up having my child in prison.
In prison?
Yes.
Which is your son, right?
Yes, my son now, Charles David Ellington. So,
beautiful name. Oh, wow. So on top of having 2 years of going through this case, hoping that things will work out,
right?
They finally make the decision for you to...
Exactly.
And then you're pregnant, and now you're giving birth in prison.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So take us from there.
So have you... most mothers, they check in on their children middle of the night. That's instincts. Because I remember, honestly, like, waking up in the middle of the night, and I just, like, needed him, and I couldn't have that. And there was meditation classes that were in prison and yoga, and I'd much rather do that than get into any other classes with some of the people that were in there that I definitely didn't want any kind of connection with. Right. You kind of have to choose. And,
right, absolutely, especially in an environment like that.
Right, and because of my lack of choice, that's why I was in there. So I knew I had to do some kind of changes, right? So, I definitely, from meditation, it's just about choice. I can either choose to move forward and take anything bad, and turn it positive. Like, you have complete control of your life, And if we had more understanding over each other, there'd be more peace in the world.
It's true.
And that's what got me through prison. That's what got me through everything.
Well, you probably had time to reflect.
Oh, yeah.
And see. Yeah, a lot of time to reflect.
A bit of time.
So how long was your sentence? What was the total for your sentence?
My sentence was 4 years.
Wow.
You have to do 80% of your time in the state of Florida, and so I got out as early as I could. So I got out 8 months earlier. So I spent.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so I spent 3 years and 4 months. So I got out a little bit early.
So what would you say to teenagers and college freshmen who had a very similar path as yours, and got distracted and took this detour like you did? What would you say to them to inspire them on what you've gone through, what your family's gone through, and also, of course, the family of this policeman?
Let me tell you, your family, even though no matter what you go through, your family's going through it with you. That's a major thing that really struck me. I didn't realize the cause I was putting on to others. And, one thing I could say is you always want that spontaneous drive. You always want that excitement as a teenager, and you could do that, but do that in the right way. You know, and stand up for yourself. Do what's right. If you feel this gut feeling, it's for a reason. You know,
right?
Don't go through with it. You know, because don't think that it won't happen to me. It only happens in movies. In other words, because
that's probably what you thought. I
got a movie. You know, like
a movie, a book, a lifetime.
Yeah. So
because I'm sure that going through it though, you probably were thinking, this is a nightmare. This can't be happening to me or to my family.
No, it was almost like total denial.
Right, I'm sure.
You know?
It's probably the best way the body can process such a drastic turn.
Right.
Because I can't imagine anything more of an imprint than when you realize that you've caused someone's death for whatever reason.
Yeah.
That has to be.
That's on you. I mean, they sentence you to a certain amount of time, but it's like you're sentenced for life. Because you'll never, you know, it's just about how you...
But you've also made a choice.
Take it in.
A beautiful choice. Because
exactly.
instead of allowing that to affect you, you've now thrived. So tell us a little bit about your career now in Aveda. And how you got there.
Definitely, I think from that moment that I felt that with my son, I had to do something. And what makes anybody feel good in that moment is maybe makeup or something. So I literally would take lotion and to magazines and rub off the colors to make vibrant colors because we couldn't have that in prison. And you know, different ways of hairstyling, like with lotion. That was my product, girl.
Wow, really? Yeah. Oh my gosh, so like creative. It's amazing.
You know, when push comes to shove, a woman will figure out how to do her hair.
No matter where she is.
No matter what. So yeah, it just inspired me into, you know, beauty. I've always been a big fan of literature and art and music, and I think that's what turned me down the road of beauty. And so I was getting my hair done one day, and I was like, there wasn't much options for me as a felon. You can't play with radioactive isotopes, okay? So
right. No,
I had to make a, you know, career change right there. But yeah, and I was like, I could do this. Cool. I could do this, you know. I could totally rock at this.
That's awesome.
And
you're doing awesome because last week you were just telling me you were #1. Tell the viewers.
Oh yeah, what we do is we have a grand assembly every week, and the person that makes the highest in sales, which means when you make the highest in sales, that means you're educating your guests. You know, you're telling them about what they really need, you know, and your guests are dedicated and loyal to you, and they're using those products. They're caring about their hair. They're using it how you're showing them at home. That way they could look
as you
like
can see
in the salon, you know, because that's your work. You want it,
that's
you know, you want it to look good.
It represents you. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
This is an extension of you.
So yeah, that's
we have to share that when Katie came in this evening, the first thing she did was look at me, and I knew that look like there's something's got to be done. So I said to her, so Katie, do I look okay? And she came over and she did her magic, and she made me awesome. So
I'm like her mind reader.
Yeah,
you know,
I could see. I saw the transmission. So it's amazing. So through this, I can't even imagine journey that you've been through. You landed over at Aveda. Now you're thriving there. You're graduating on December 21st.
Yeah,
so
I'm
tell
already
us,
in a salon.
So tell the viewers where you're going to be working so they can come see Katie yourself and have her apply her magic on you.
Yeah, I'm working in St. Petersburg at a salon that's called J-Con Salon and Spa. He has 2 locations, one on 4th Street, and if you go further down 4th Street towards the Gateway area, there's a Gateway location as well. So I'm there, and whenever I get licensed, I'll be rocking it every year. Hopefully
that's awesome.
Keep going higher and higher. We'll
Absolutely.
see.
We're going to keep in touch with Katie because we want you to come back on the show and continue to inspire us because I know that you are going to be succeeding in everything that you set your mind to.
Yeah.
And I'm just so glad that I had the opportunity to meet you through Aveda.
I am too.
And look forward to growing our relationship and watching you keep growing. So that's very exciting. And I think we're almost close to an end. So we want to thank all of you guys, all of our viewers, for coming out and joining us in the special Katica Living Vibrantly show, where we were able to speak to Katie Peller as our inspirational guest. We had our holiday ideas, and we also had our delicious pineapple smoothies. So we hope you guys can enjoy that and write to us. Let us know what you think about that smoothie. So make sure you join us next week as we have more stories, more information that can help you, how you can help yourself align your body, mind, and spirit to live more vibrantly. And that's something that we teach here on our show. So we'll see you next week, and if there's something that I can do for you, remember, I am a hypnotherapist. I'm also certified in Qigong and foods that heal the body. So make sure to check out my website, and if I can help, I'll be happy to do so. Till next time.